All right, so we were looking online as to a good explanation for what bridging finance is, and we couldn't really find something that explains it right. So I want to explain to you what bridging finance is, what we do, and I'll draw it out for you, and I believe that it'll answer the question. So, let's say that there's a home. You have a buyer and a seller, and you have an agent. Now, what happens is the paperwork gets done, okay, and you have also a lawyer that takes care of this entire process here. The buyer has the money available, and he actually sends the money first to the lawyer. Now, maybe he also got a bond. The person who issues the bond, the bank, also sends money actually first to the lawyer. So now the lawyer has all the money while the paperwork gets done. And when the paperwork is done, it gets sent to what's called the deeds office. The deeds office is a place that changes the name from the seller to the buyer, and it has the paper that says the buyer now owns it. But for this transfer of the names to take place, it could take about 2 to 3 months, sometimes more, for this whole thing to take place. That whole time, the lawyer is holding the money. Now, the agent doesn't get their commission because they're waiting for 2 to 3 months for that to be fully done and for the lawyer to release it. The seller is waiting on their money because the lawyer is holding it until the paperwork gets done. So, what we do, we're called Empower. Okay? We come in, excuse my handwriting. We come in and we say, all right, this guy's due, let's just say, 100,000 Rand in his agent's commission. And this guy sold his property, let's just say, for 1 million. Okay? We'll give the agent money now, today. Let's say we'll give him 80% of what he wants, 80,000 Rand. We send it over to him. Now, he has his money to go and live off of, to have cash flow, etc., without having to wait 3 months for it. The seller maybe wanted to go and buy another home, or maybe the seller wanted to start up a new business or whatever. He doesn't want to wait for his money. We can lend him up to 1 million Rand, or 80% of that, let's just say 800,000. So he can go and buy another home or do what he wants with it. And he didn't have to wait for 2 to 3 months. When this 2 to 3 month period is over, the lawyer, first of all, pays us our loan amount back. And whatever's left over, that gap between these two, he'll then pay the agent and the seller. All right, so that's what we do. That's called bridging, this process of giving the agent the money or the seller the money. And there's also ways to do it for the buyer without them having to wait for 2 to 3 months.